Hey, how's it going, everybody? Ryan Gass here, PTP. Looking forward to having you guys in class. But we've got a few calls or texts and emails even with some questions about application assistance. What is it? What does it cost? What does it get you? You know, everything like that. So I want to go ahead and break that down for you guys and answer a few of those questions so you guys have a better understanding of that. And for those who have already signed up for that, obviously you don't have to worry about this video. You don't have to watch us through and stuff. But for those of you all have not yet chosen to have us do your paperwork for you, go ahead and keep watching all the way to the end because it's going to have a lot of good information for you. Now also, by the way, this information stands true regardless if somebody were to take our class or not. So perhaps you know somebody who doesn't need the training, but they still haven't submitted their paperwork. We can help them out the same exact way. We have a lot of people that have either not needed the training for whatever reason that might be, and or they already had the training for somebody else and they want us to do the paperwork for them. So this information is valid for those individuals as well. So while our training is valid for other states like DC or Florida or Utah or Arizona, I'm going to keep the focus on this video down to Maryland. Application assistance regarding Maryland. And again, we do the application assistance also for DC, Virginia, Florida, Utah, and Arizona, but let's stay focused to Maryland. So for Maryland, we have the HQL side. HQL is what you need in order to buy a handgun, and separately you have the carry side. Now under the carry side, we have the renewal and we have initial. All right. If you don't already have your Maryland carry, you're not renewal. You're for initial. So initial, applying for your Maryland carry, because just to clear up, I think a lot of people are on the same page. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page now. Just because you go to class and you complete it successfully and you pass with flying colors doesn't mean that you can legally carry in Maryland. You cannot legally carry in Maryland just on training alone. You actually have to take and use that training in order to apply for what's called your Maryland handgun permit. That's what allows you to concealed carry a handgun in Maryland. Now, in order to get that Maryland handgun permit, in order to submit the application, you must have the training, which you guys are already signed up and you're going to be doing here soon. You are also going to need a live scan fingerprint. If you've already been a live scan fingerprint in the past, it does not matter. In order to submit an application for your Maryland carry, or even separately for your Maryland HQL, you're going to have a live scan fingerprints just for that application. It doesn't matter that you did a live scan last week for a background check at work. It doesn't matter if you did a live scan last week for your HQL. If you're going to be applying for your carry, you have to have a separate new live scan submitted to the state just for that Maryland carry. Now, get back into it. You got the training, you have the fingerprints, the live scan fingerprints. You're going to have a passport style photo, and you have to pay the $125 application fee. So it's going to start getting more into the numbers. All right, so we already said the application fee is $125. The live scan fingerprints you get done at our class for $90. Those are $90 each because the state charges for each live scan fingerprint. And also the passport style photos are $25. All right, so the HQL is going to be very similar. All right, the HQL is going to need a live scan fingerprint, all right, which is still going to be another $90. It's going to be a application fee, which is only $75 as opposed to the $125, and there is no passport style photo for the Maryland HQL. All right, so application assistance. What application assistance is and what it includes is this. All right. Application assistance is not the training. Application assistance is for someone that already meets the training requirements and they just need to apply. All right. So with application assistance for Maryland carry, let's break it down. That cost is $380, but that $380 covers your $125 application fee to the Maryland State Police that you're going to pay regardless. It's going to cover the $90 live scan fingerprint, which you're going to pay regardless. And it covers the $25 passport style photo, which you've got to have regardless. All right. Now, the $380 obviously covers us preparing and getting all the applications done and submitted on your behalf. So you know it's done correctly and in a time-efficient manner. You don't have to worry about procrastination, nor, oh, did I do that right? Did I answer that question right? Was I supposed to fill that in? What do I do with my live scan fingerprints? You don't got to worry about any of that. We take care of all of that for you. All right, now, the Maryland HQL, let's break that down. For us to apply for your HQL, to us to do the application assistance for you for your Maryland HQL, that cost is $225. Now that $225 covers the $75 application fee, it covers the $90 live scan fingerprints, and us preparing and submitting that application in a timely manner and in a sufficient and accurate manner as well. Now, let's go ahead and move on to, hey, how many of y'all right now need both your HQL and your carry? You want to buy a handgun in Maryland, and you want to be able to carry a handgun in Maryland. How many of you are in that position? Because some people may not need necessarily both. They may already have their HQL from the past, but now they want to get their carry. All right, or they don't want an HQL. They don't need to buy another handgun. They just want to carry. Right? A lot of y'all, though, have to have both. A lot of y'all don't have both, and you need both. So if you need an HQL in order to buy a handgun, and you also need a Maryland handgun permit so you can carry that handgun, right? This training meets requirements for both, but you're going to need to submit your applications for both. It's two separate applications. If you have us do both, it's the same cost as if you have us do just the carry. So whether we're doing just your carry or doing your carry and your HQL, it's $380. Now, if you just have us do your HQL, that's $225. If you have us just do your carry, that's $380. If you have us do both is also just $380. Now, you're like, that sounds like a lot of money, yada, yada, yada. I get it, but let's break this down. So let's go ahead and look at the numbers, break it down, add it up, see what's going to cost you in order to do these applications yourself. Now, for your Maryland carry, you have your $90 live scan fingerprints, your $125 application fee, and your $25 passport style photo for a total of $240. Now, for your HQL, you're going to have your $90 live scan fingerprint and your $75 application fee. That's going to cost you a total of $165. Now, we add those two together, that costs you $405 in order to do all the work yourself in order to apply for both your Maryland HQL and your Maryland carry. If you have us do it, it only costs you $380. So you can do it yourself and spend an extra $25, or you can have our staff do it and save that money. So just to be clear, if you're going to have us do both, we need to do both. If you're going to have us do one, you need to have us do one. If you're going to have us do one later, you're going to have us do one later. But if you split it up, you're going to do $225 now and $380 later. Or you can just pay $380 now and just knock them both out. So the choice is yours. It doesn't matter to us. But again, you would save $25 by having us do it than if you just do it yourself. Now, also, for those who are applying for their Maryland carry and they're renewing it, not the initial, but the renewal. All right, you've already done a 2-day class, you've already had your carry permit for almost 2 years, and now you need to have this training to renew it. If you want us to do your renewal application, that is $200. And again, that'll cover the $75 application fee as well as the passport style photos for that as well. We'll take care of all your paperwork and get that submitted. And right now, renewals, we're seeing about a month turnaround, and you'll have your new permit in the mail, and you'll be good for another 3 years. Also, we have a few of you all that are signed for class this week that are members of our PTP Club. Remember that if you're a member of our PTP Club, you save an additional $76 on that. All right, 20% off if you're a member of our PTP Club that you save on any application assistance. Now, again, that's still a lot of information, but if you guys have any questions about the application assistance, or fingerprints, or photographs, or even being a member of our PTP Club, give Amanda a call. Phone number is right there, 240-572-9891. And I put it in the video right here below, but I also put it in the description as well. Give Amanda a call. She'll help you out with any questions. Again, whether it's about the fingerprints, photographs, us doing the paperwork for you, which she's the best one to talk to because she is the specific person on our team who will actually be submitting your application on your behalf. So any questions you might have, she's the best person to talk to. Once again, I appreciate you guys. Looking forward to having you guys in class this week. Also, again, remember, if you have any questions, give us a call, 240-572-9891. And you can also shoot us a text message there as well. Appreciate you guys. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.